Hey y'all, Fuzzy Biker here. Boy, we got a treat today. I'm somewhere in Florida, Okeechobee Lake area, kind of like that. I don't know, I'm not sure. But check this out. This guy pulled up, he's sitting over there, pulled up on this hot rod. It is a 42 Harley Davidson. That was a war era one, so this has been modernized a little bit. But check this out. Springer front end, you know, the 45, it's a 1942 with a 45 flathead engine in there. You know, just like rigid rear end. It's got the pogo seat in there, probably a toolkit right there. This is the where the points are. The timing was over there on that side. Clutch lever, of course. I'm guessing the horn and the high lows for the lights. This is the gas on this side. One mirror, of course. I don't know if I've ever rode anything with a rigid or a front end like this on it. But just check this out. He pulled up on this just out of nowhere. He says he lives down. Oh, he's got the old-fashioned regulator on it. Instead of the, a lot of times they'll put the solid state regulators on them. The old-fashioned ones are pretty finicky, so that's why he's done that. Check that out. I don't know what this is. Oh, oil's on one side of the tank, and then fuel's on the other side, I believe. Yeah, oil on this side, fuel on the other side. This is where the fuel oil comes down to the pump to get the rest of the stuff in there. Got the fin side cover there. Generator back over here. Just look that over. Just look that thing over. Kickstart only, of course. That's from the clutch, I believe, right there. This thing here. Yeah, it'd have to be, wouldn't it? Mechanical brake, of course. Look at that. This is the rear stand. You know, most bikes have a center stand. This one has a rear stand. Glass tail light. You know, all this is glass because of the war era. This was, you know, green when it came out of the factory, of course, and didn't have any chrome on it because they had an embargo on chrome. 3-speed transmission right here. Foot clutch. Toe to go, I think was the real. Heel to stop. Toe to go. And this primary cover is all tin. You know, that's why they always leaked oil. You know, a little drop here and there. Carburetor on the left side. Big old, I don't know what kind of carburetor that is, but there it is. Part of the ignition right here. Just look this thing over, huh? Just gorgeous. Not quite sure what this is all about. If y'all know, post something. But look at this, the old cable. Now that clutch cable has seen a lot of time, huh? I was going to say a big old drum brake on the front, but that is not a big old drum brake. That is a tiny drum brake. Stopping power was minimal on these things, but then, you know, I think these motors made about 23 horsepower, flathead. I think that's what they made. Not sure of the torque number. So I think 50, 55, maybe 60 if you're lucky is about what you can get out of a motor like this. I love it. So 4 cams in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each push rod, you know, has a cam. The valves go this way. They're in the cylinder, not on the head. It's a flathead. The flathead is just one piece of metal. You know, there's nothing in there other than the spark plug. I love it. I love it. Look at that big casting right there. The tube frame, the big singular exhaust. You know, one side. There's a big fin on the outside here. Battery back in here, 6-volt for sure. He's got a well-greased pogo stick for the. That's the whole rear suspension right there. You know, front suspension, rear suspension, because it's a rigid, there's nothing in back. This is the speedo drive right here. That's how you adjust your chain. You get a flat, you need to take the tire off, you pop this open, unhook here and pop it open to get it done. What a treat to run into this. What an absolute treat to run into this. When I was a youngin', the first Harley Davidson I ever saw running, a running Harley Davidson, it was a wall of death in the Philippines, Tacloban on the island of Leyte. And the guy had 2 of them, and he took all my money that day because I wanted to see those bikes go round and round and round. They made a lot of noise, and he was a charismatic individual, and the bikes were just amazing. So this to me is, I don't know why I don't own one of these. I really should. You know, I've always wanted one. Maybe I'll build one, you know. But isn't that just a gorgeous machine? Absolutely gorgeous machine. Thanks to the owner for lending it to us. Life is good, my friends. Get off the couch, get off that easy chair. Go out and find yourself something like that, huh? Wahoo!